look and actually go to a developer or pick up the advertising and call and pay the 10% for that house? Is it because you don't trust me? Why is it that we don't do that? The reason we don't is because no one has explained to you that that's how it works. They make you feel that in between the construction, you're going to pay more money towards that house. But you don't need to pay any more money. It's only after we finish the construction that that house, if you're going for mortgage, the mortgage company will pay to Muraya the money for your house. And then you start making your payment to the mortgage company monthly. How many years later?
2 years.
Okay. If that house was 900,000 when you bought it off plan, what's the value of that house 2 years later when you can touch it? You can now touch the house, because we need to stop this idea that we need to touch things in order to trust them, especially a house. Because by the time you touch that house, it is probably 1.5 million. Who was going to gain that appreciation? It is you. And when you are touching that house, you have the option to sell it, lease it, or move into that house. Process of off-plan buying is that simple. Off-plan buying, it's that simple. It is identify the bush, the X, the 10%, and you do what? You wait. You pay the 10% and then you do what? You wait. After 2 years, what do? You get the mortgage. If you're not going for mortgage, you can now pay cash payments towards that unit. And that, to me, was very important today, because I realized that we feel that after we have identified a house, we need to keep paying monthly, and that's why we don't. Now, I'll move on, and I'll tell you a few of the things that the reasons that people don't buy houses. There's some slides of beautiful houses that I just want him to run through as I speak to you. And the few reasons that people say, these are the things people say. What if you do not start? What happens? What if you don't start these houses? What happens? We refund you your money. We cannot keep saying, what if? We have to do something. We have to make a commitment. And ladies, let's not stop listening to each other. Anybody who's negative and doesn't allow you or tell you positive, or move on and leave them alone. You do not need to associate yourself with people who are telling you that Sue is going to take your money away. I'm not going nowhere. I'm right here. So you need to move on. When Caroline called me, I was in Mombasa, in the streets, and I told her, Caroline, you want to buy a house? Yes. Call this number in my office and she'll help you. My sales manager will help you. Caroline was ready. She was talking to somebody who was directing her, and she was ready. And the reason she today owns that house is because she didn't listen to anyone. And if we're honest to ourselves, when we actually make the breaking decisions, we do it on our own. We don't sit and start bouncing our ideas on people. It is you who needs the house. It's you who knows where you want to go. But let me tell you, even today, if I stood here and asked the ladies, what do you think I should do about my hair? or my clothes? Do you know we'd all have different ideas? By the time I'm done, I probably will know which style is this way or that way. I wouldn't know whether I'll wear a trouser or a skirt. But if I listen to myself, what will happen? I am right here with a skirt. So, ladies, let's listen to ourselves. The other things that I don't like to hear is that I'm waiting for the auction. I think I can see, when are the foreclosures happening? Why do you think you need to buy somebody else's old house? Why do you think you need to move into a house that was being abandoned? Then you don't, and you're not elevating yourself to the level that you deserve. The auction houses are not for us to wait for. The off-plan houses are what we need to buy. The other phrases that I don't like to hear is that I'm waiting for the interest rates to go down. Are we together? Are we all waiting? Very bad. Very bad. While you're waiting, somebody paid 10%, and while, like Joaquin knows, in the government things are changing, or whatever they're doing at central bank about the rates, when they come down, you who didn't pay your 10% are going to pay the price of the day. You're not going to pay the price while those interest rates were that price. So the wise people know that I'm not going to look at the interest rates because I don't have to pay anything for 2 years, right? I only need a qualification letter from a mortgage company. A letter that this is what you're qualified for. That person is going to gain more than you. I picked this because of what I hear people talking about, because of the reasons why they don't buy houses. I don't believe in this concept of off-plan because I need to touch this house and go around it to believe that it is there. If I could just tell you the appreciation, the houses when we started at Roslyn Heights were 13.5 million, the smallest house. On half an acre. When people called me, they said, is that a cardboard house, Sue? What are you building for 13.5 on half an acre? Let me tell you, the ones who bought, no, it's not cardboard. But today that house is valued at 45 million shillings. How many years down the line? 6. So it's not a cardboard. And that person is a completely different person from the one who said it's a cardboard and the ones who bought the house. So let's not wait. The other phrase I don't like is, I am interested in buying a house. Interested. Where is the passion? Where is the commitment? Where is the energy? Interest. Interest won't propel you to get in that house. I want to buy the house. Did you hear Kara's voice? When Sue, she told me. And you know Caroline, when she speaks, that's the energy we need. That X, you need to put it. What did we talk about the last time? Put the houses on your screensavers. Visualize them every day. Those houses are not for those people. Remember, I started in a mattress. Yeah? So it is the vision that moved me from there to here. It is not the interest, it's the energy. So forget about interest. Let's get out of there and say, I am a house owner. And I'm going to own my dream house. Let's change interest. Because every time somebody meets me and tells me, I'm interested in buying a house, what shall I do? No. I want to buy a house. Which houses do you have? How much are they? Where are they? Those are the questions we need to ask. The other phrase I don't like is, it's an election year. We need to wait. You know, I'll tell you a story. After the elections last 2007, I remember I put an ad in the paper in January, and everybody thought I was crazy. I mean, you know the mood in the country then. But I said, you know what? A few months down the line, I saw them being sworn in after they were in Parliament all night. And when they were sworn in, I told somebody, you keep talking about elections, but those guys have salaries. And me, I need to be paid. And my money is not coming from there. My money is coming from selling houses. So elections is for the people who do that job. We have the politicians. Let them do their job. You don't need to keep talking. Every conversation in a house, every conversation in a restaurant, we're just talking about this candidate and that candidate and this candidate and what they did and what they were wearing. And you don't want to go into politics. Politics is for them. You have your voting card. Hey, I'm not going to politics, but I'm just saying, you have your voting card, that's what matters, and information. But this discussion every day, everywhere, at home, every birthday party. We can't even talk about the children. You know, schools. I want you to change it, and next time talk about Muraya. Because Muraya will make a difference when you buy that house. At least when you talk in that conversation, you'll pick issues that help you. So elections and politics is for the As we are here to discuss how to move ourselves from one place to another, how to be empowered, how to... You know, yesterday I was here for dinner, and Dr. Cindy Trimm said, what are you going to leave for your generations? Is it a job or wealth? You cannot leave a job for the next generation. You can leave wealth. And ladies, what a better way of transferring wealth than in real estate? The house I started doing my design work is my late mother's house. And because she did what she did, I had a premises to start my business in fashion. What seeds are you planting? Let's forget useless. It's not useless, but it's for them. We're so privileged to have Joki. She's good at it. Very good. There's where people are good at. Let's leave them and change our discussions. The other phrase I don't like. I don't have enough money. Is there any time we'll ever have enough money? Ever? When are we going to sit back and say, I have all I need and I can do everything? I mean, look at me, I'm here. I told Carolyn I couldn't call her back because I was very busy in the office. Is there a time when you think you can have it all? I have all the money I need, or I have enough money to buy. When we started Muraya, we didn't have money. We had a vision. Things are not started with money. They're started with a vision. And we go to meetings, and when the banks tell us, put the money down, you need to put a deposit, we tell them, If we had the money, we wouldn't be having this meeting. That's why we're in the bank, because we need the money. If I had it, I wouldn't come. And you tell them, what you have is, it's in here. It's in here. It's a vision. Unless you have that vision to buy the house, like the way we started Muraya, with no money, but with a vision. And throughout, we have seen God's favor. Every step of the way. Every step of the way. And it's because we do not sit back and say, where is the money? So we need to stop these phrases and change the way we talk. Because if someone talks differently, you actually attract different people. And people look at you and see how determined are you. Banks do not invest in you because, okay, they do their due diligence, but they look at your eyes, your determination, your vision, and they say, I think they know where they're going. When you come to buy a house, I don't ask you for your payslip. I never look at your payslip. That's a bank's job. But I can see determination in someone, and I can walk with you and almost tell you exactly what you need to do and go sell that plot and go find. I mean, last time I told you we have houses for 900,000. Did you know that? So 900,000, what's the deposit? Okay. If I asked you again, like I did the last time, to show me your phones, an iPad, and handbag, and shoes, and the dress, and how much we spent, and ladies, you know how you spend, that 90,000 would triple. But these things will go out of fashion, and we'll put them aside. And I told the ladies the last time, I can't wear the same jacket I had the last time. You put it aside. You wear it another place. But in a house, what that you've invested in is appreciating. So please do not say that you can't buy a house. So today, mine was very simple. It's so simple because I wanted us to feel the way to buy a house and the way to change the way we invest. Because if we as women are going to start doing the things that we would like to do, we need to own a unit or another. Because if I go back to the promises that we had the last time, we promised retirement through that house. There's a promise of long-term wealth. You can charge that house and start a business. There's so many things that you can do once you acquire that house. So these are my few advices. Playing it safe is probably the most unsafe thing that you'll ever do. So don't try and play it safe and say, I'm not going to pay my 10% at Muraya. What if? And those friends who are telling you what if, tell them, later for you. Don't feel bad. Honestly, sometimes you just listen and say, I don't need to hear this. If someone tells you you can't do it, you know you don't need to hear it. Move on and listen to other people. Yeah? And that's why today we are all here, to be encouraged. We are like-minded because we woke up and we dressed and we came here. So we are like-minded today. Associate with yourself with friends that can help and transform your thinking because they become like a sponge. You're like a sponge to each other. And limit your debt to appreciating debt. Limited. If you have to have debt. There's no question about that. Debt, even the countries in debt. It's just how they manage. We just have to manage. There's nothing that you can do even in business without having a debt. You know, my brother is not risk averse like me, the one I follow. And he used to think, you know, he's so programmed. He's one of those who doesn't even like anyone to wash his clothes. He'll wash it himself. But when he got to a point where I knew he needed to buy a house, I told my brother, the debt is not yours, it is mine. But the house is yours. He was in fear of debt. We are always trying to be safe because we don't want to be auctioned. When you're in fear, others are actually enjoying. Because you can go to the bank and renegotiate that loan. Debt is there. Don't be scared to say you don't have money, but just say, I'm going to do it. I mean, Caroline said she didn't have 2,000 to pay her coffee. Was she embarrassed? But it's because she knows you'll pay. Let's not handicap each other by bad discussions or energy. And to end my presentation today, I want to tell you that the one thing that you need to do is truly and utterly believe you can do it, and through God, you will achieve it. And to remember that Sue, who is here today standing, encouraging you to buy houses, started in that mattress. And Sue was brought up by a single parent. You know how you have all these things that are never going to work out because they think that nothing will work out for you? So I explain to you, I tell you, being out of school because of school fees is something I know. Staying in a house and not eating exactly what you want to eat is something I have done. I do not want you to look at me and feel she is that person and I am this person. We all start somewhere. So ladies, can we be the people to encourage each other and realize that you can start from anything to something? You don't need to have all the money together. All you need to have is the vision. And with God, all things are possible for those who are in Christ Jesus. Thank you.
Let's give her a warmer round of applause. The hottest lady in pink in the house. Fantastic, fantastic. I'm sure she's all turned us into millionaires. Is that what we're thinking about? That shortly we can be millionaires. 90,000 gets you a 900K house, and in a year the 900K